welcome back to the channel. I did a poll recently on my Instagram and everyone voted 100% to have me do weekly fry updates on Night and Comet's babies. So that's what we're doing. Today is Friday and they are 1 week old. So my plan is to do this every Friday so that you guys can see kind of how they're progressing and what's going on, what's new with them. Because I know even with me, I'm new to raising babies like from birth. So I've raised really young fish, but I've never raised them literally from the egg. So this will be interesting. As I was saying, so today they are 1 week old. So right now, just a few things that I'm doing. I'm trying to see what Damon's doing back there. He's being a goof. Anyway, so they're getting fed between 3 and 5 times a day. And it really depends on if I'm here to feed them 4 and 5 times a day. But I do at least feed them 3 times a day. So what's kind of been going on with that is I have been feeding baby brine shrimp, as do most breeders that have fry. And in between those, they get aquarium co-op fry food. And I really liked that food. I had it in my fish cabinet because earlier in the year, I raised some really small babies. And they were not quite big enough to eat regular adult goldfish food. So I fed them that and they did excellent, and these guys are doing excellent with that as well. So that's kind of what they're getting fed right now. I'm doing, if they get fed 3 times a day, I do 2 feedings of brine shrimp and 1 feeding of the aquarium co-op food. And then if they get 4 times, they get 2 of each. So and if it's 5 times, if I'm here that much, then I kind of just do whatever I'm in the mood to do at that time. Usually though, when I use the aquarium co-op food is if I'm in a hurry and I can't get the brine shrimp ready, or I don't have time to really fool with it, then I feed them that because it's in a little bottle and I can just squirt it in the water and go, because I don't have a lot of time in the morning, especially when I'm getting up at 3 and 4 a.m. to go to clinical. So that's really nice to have on hand too. Other than their food, they're getting complete water changes every other day. So this morning I did a total 100% water change, and that means that since today's Friday, they will get their next water change on Sunday. Also, I don't have anything in the tank itself other than them and an air stone. I don't have a sponge filter in there. One of the reasons is I don't have one that's small enough, so I just didn't fool with it, and I don't like sponge filters that much. They kind of get on my nerves. So the air stone is plenty for them right now. And as far as cleaning the tank itself, after every feeding, I give them about an hour, and then I take a turkey baster and I go through and just get all the debris out because that helps with your water quality too. And then it doesn't get to break down in the water and cause you trouble. So that's kind of what I've been doing lately. That seems to work really well because it was a pain in the butt to clean that tank before I figured out that a turkey baster was my godsend, because that's the best thing that was ever invented for fry. I never thought that it would work as well as it did, but it does. I got mine from Walmart for a couple bucks, and it's a large turkey baster, and it does wonders for getting all that junk out of there. Before I show you the fry, which I will when I'm done talking, so far it is really hard to count how many I have because they're always moving. And so originally I thought I had about 75-ish babies, and I think I still have about 75-ish, but it's just really hard to count them as they're moving. And I even tried to take a picture and sit down and count them, but I lose track of what I've counted and what I haven't. So it's really hard, but I still think there's about 70, 75 babies in there. And as far as culling, I haven't really culled anything other than, I think I've lost about 5 of them for unknown causes. I was cleaning the tank and I found those dudes floating at the top, so got rid of those. But as far as like actually culling, I really haven't, because they're so small, it's kind of hard to do. I have got them out and had them in a bowl, which you'll see in one of the clips that I've got for you from this morning. While I was cleaning the tank, I had them in a little bowl that you can kind of see them in, and I was looking through them to make sure that I hadn't missed any that had passed away. I was also looking at them up close to see if any of them were having trouble swimming. I didn't find any that were really having trouble, so that's kind of what I was looking for. And then I put them right back in the tub, and I have a clip of that too, so you can see them in there. They are in a 30-gallon storage tub, and as they grow, I will be splitting them up into 2 to 3 other containers. We'll have to see how that goes and how many I actually end up with after culling and so on. But hopefully I'll get quite a few. It's been really fun just to watch them grow and see how they're doing, and it's also, you know, I've said before, I get questions on Instagram all the time, and I swear my phone blows up at the worst possible moment. But I get a lot of questions about water quality, why is my fish dead, and the kind of stuff that you'd expect new fish keepers to ask other fish keepers. But a lot of times it's also about raising fry, and I have said before, if you don't have time, or if you can't care for them the way you should, you don't have the funds to do it, or you don't have the space to do it, then don't bother letting them hatch or whatever, because it's a lot of work. And now that I've actually, you know, done it myself, and I can't possibly stress that enough, because it takes a lot of time and energy to care for these fish. Not only do I have, you know, 7 aquariums to take care of, now I've got these little guys that need me a lot. I am their source of food, and I am responsible for them, and it takes a lot of time. Like, even when I'm at school and they're talking, you know, I'm in nursing school, and I'm always thinking in the back of my head, I did feed them this morning, and as soon as I get home, I'll feed them again. I'm always planning out what they're going to eat, what time they're going to eat. So it's a lot, and if you don't have enough time, and if you're not willing to care for them the way you're supposed to, then you don't need to try, because it's a lot of work, So that's pretty much all I have to say about them. They really have grown since the last time you've seen them. I really couldn't quite tell that much until I looked back at the very first video that I posted about them, and comparing them side by side, they really are. Like, it's really cool to watch them grow and get bigger, and they're eating like champs. They're doing so well. So here are the babies. enjoyed the video, I will be doing these weekly, so hopefully every Friday I will be uploading another fry update. The goal right now is to sell them in April, between March and April. It kind of depends on how fast they grow and that kind of thing, but that's kind of what I'm looking for. I don't want to ship them like in the dead of winter, because here it gets really cold, and I'm just not gonna deal with that. So I would like to wait until it got a little bit warmer before I started shipping them. So, but stay tuned for that. I will give a whole information video on how you pick your fish and whatever you want to do. It kind of depends on how many I end up having as well. So as far as that goes, that'll happen in the spring more than likely. Thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't already, go down below, hit subscribe, like this video, and follow me on Instagram at Cheyenne Goldfish, and I will see y'all next time.